was a good fish.
Hello and welcome to Bass Fishing 202. I'm your host, Lance Perticone. Hey, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm back from my cancer treatments and I've got more shows on the way. Today, I want to talk about aquatic vegetation. Weeds are always worth trying when they're present. Millwood Lake in southwest Arkansas has many different types of aquatic vegetation. Oftentimes, bass will be concentrated in only one or two different kinds of weeds. So let's take a look at just some of the options available, in no particular order. One caveat, I'm not a botanist. I had to look up the names of several of these weeds on the internet, and even then I'm not 100% sure I got them right. But at least you'll know how I refer to them, even if my nomenclature isn't perfect, and I'll try to use the proper names in the future. For any of you botanists out there, please feel free to correct me in your comments. First are the water reeds. Phragmites, sawgrass, or whatever you call them, these weeds are prevalent throughout Millwood Lake, and in fact many lakes in our area. I featured these reeds in many of my previous lessons, 111, 119, 121, and 122, just to name a few. They provide good overhead and spawning cover and can be an outstanding bass magnet any time of the year, living or dormant. Next, we have floating primrose willow that I mistakenly refer to as pondweed. It makes wonderful surface mats that are relatively easy to punch through. It's often a prime target for me from spring through fall. Next, we have floating arum, which may also be known as American pondweed. In the past, I've referred to this as peppergrass. While it doesn't create thick mats, it still provides wonderful overhead cover and is easy to punch or fish with a frog. Here is an example of Coontail, a submergent weed. This is an isolated plant, but there are many spots in the lake where beds of Coontail cover acres, making it the predominant cover in the area. Here we have the white water lily. The pads of this plant provide excellent overhead cover, and bass often spawn on the root balls. Water lilies have smaller pads and do not grow as deep as the related lotus. Of course, pads are well known for frogging and for flipping. The American lotus grows pads several times as large as water lilies. You may have seen the seed pods sold in hobby stores. They can grow deeper than lily pads, and unlike lilies that always lie flat on the water, the stalks of the lotus are strong enough that they'll hold the pads above the water level should that level drop. Like the lilies, they provide overhead cover and good root balls for spawning. There are many more lotus than lilies on Millwood Lake. Alligator weed is another mat-producing plant on Millwood Lake. Its mats are often so thick they support full-grown alligators. It provides great overhead cover, but if you can punch through it at all, you need a very heavy weight. This is an example of Spadeleaf sword, Texas mudbaby, or creeping burrhead. I treat this the same as floating primrose or pondweed. Hydrilla is also common throughout the South. In many lakes, it is the dominant vegetation. Millwood was full of it years ago, but now is only found intermittently in small areas. Water willow is an emergent plant that is usually found near the banks, but occasionally in patches away from the shore. There's usually enough open water among the stalks to hold bass, and oftentimes big bass. Fanwort is prevalent in areas of very soft bottom. It's not my favorite vegetation to fish, but even so, it can be productive with a variety of moving baits. Frequently, you will find a variety of weeds combined in one area. Many times, one particular weed will be holding the fish. Recognizing this can make your casting and searching much more efficient. On the day I took these pictures, only one type of vegetation held almost all of our fish. See if you can guess which kind it was. I'll show you all next time. Until then, thank you for spending a little of your time with me and Bass Fishing 202. Remember, just a little more advanced than Bass Fishing 101. May you be blessed, and I'll see you all next time. There he is.